But okay, well, welcome. My name is Robert. Today we take a look at a PHP, an introduction to PHP, how to develop a dynamic web development. So it's always good to learn a PHP from scratch. So our first class today, as you guys are here, we are going to learn how to install the server, that's Xampp, that we are going to use in developing our website. So with that much said, ensure you have the internet connectivity on your machine, and you have a web browser for accessing your internet. So we will have these classes every Saturday at this particular time, as we keep developing ourselves into this kind of language. Remember that for us to do anything, we need to get to Xampp, or you can download Xampp using your computer. Okay, just go to Google and put Xampp, download Xampp, something like that, Xampp download, and then run it. And then the first which comes, it's an open source server that we are using for us to go ahead and code or develop in PHP. So you have to download Xampp, you have to click on that, ensure that your internet is very good, and then just get here and download. Or else you can use this other site called Apache Friends. Apache Friends is much better because you go direct to the site, to their website. So if you are a Windows person, please, you can download the latest version. It's number 1, 64 bits, 159 MBs, and so on. So if you are someone with Linux, you can always download this. Someone with a Mac operating system or a Mac computer, you can always download this. So definitely this will help you to be able to script or to develop various types of website that you would want to use, especially when you have an offline server. So it's necessary for us to ensure that make sure you have downloaded one. Just click on download. This will start downloading straight away. Now for me, I will not continue downloading it because I already have it on my computer. So once it's downloaded, just install it, double click on it, and then click next until you finish. So after finishing, you'll have something like this. You come to the start menu and type Xampp. You'll have something like this, Xampp control panel. So if you launch it, if you run it, something like this will pop up. Okay, you'll have something like this. The control panel of Xampp will be able to run. But of course, we are going to follow the syllabus of W3 schools that we're going to be learning. And of course, as a beginner of programming, we'll follow the syllabus of W3 schools that we'll be using to learn. So you can get here, PHP tutorials. Here we are. So we'll start with, yeah, this is easy to learn, it's easy to learn, it's a motivating factor. It's a learning with the PHP. Just try it. So we'll start with an introduction to PHP. Make sure you have some knowledge about HTML and CSS and JavaScript. Of course, these are the basic understanding. You have that basic understanding of these particular languages so that PHP doesn't really become a hassle. Or if you don't have an understanding, or you get to my YouTube channel, you can always get to my YouTube channel and get some of these recordings, and you follow until you are good to go. So we have HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So what is PHP? PHP is just an acronym of PHP, hypertext preprocessor. It's widely used open source scripting language, and of course it's free to download and use. PHP scripts are executed on the server. You can execute them on your server, and that server is Xampp server. So PHP is an amazing and a popular language. Very, very amazing, very nice. If you want to develop dynamic sites, please go PHP programming. It's a very, very good And the syllabus of W3 School is a very good syllabus for us to learn everything. We'll go through all this PHP, and if you follow with me from the beginning up to the end, you'll become a monster in this PHP stuff. So here we see what we can do with PHP. Files can contain text, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and PHP codes. Then also PHP code is executed on the server. And that server is Xampp. Of course, we are going to use Xampp as well. We use an extension of .php. Okay. What can PHP do? It can do very many things. As you see, you can send and receive cookies. You can generate dynamic page content. PHP can create, open, read, write, delete, and if you want to delete something using writing a code, you can use a PHP scripting code, and you delete something. If you want to encrypt something, you can use PHP encrypting code to encrypt something. If you want to come up with an login page, you can use those stuff like that and come up with a login page. Very beautiful, very, very beautiful. Actually, very, very beautiful. If you want to learn, especially with computing, you must have it. You have to give it all. You have to give it all, and ensure to learn. So PHP 7. PHP 7 is the fastest and the current use. So this is what PHP is: hypertext preprocessor. Just a moment as I get back to you. Yes. All right, we can continue. I was saying that you can install PHP. What do? You have to install PHP MySQL support, and we can only get this using Xampp server. You are able to see Xampp here. It has its MySQL support and Apache that we'll be using to be able to write these codes, and we can see them in a browser. If we don't have this server, we can't see what we exactly are writing. You are going to write a lot of logic. You're going to think logical and keep writing a lot of stuffs, but all these stuffs can only be displayed if you really need it to be displayed. So PHP, you can even write 3 pages of codes and none will be displayed as well. If you want it to be displayed and do stuff like that, you have to ensure that your command and displayed. If you want it to be displayed, of course you let it go. So you have used PHP host support as well. So this is it. So we are going to start with our syntax, and here we start. So much as we have understood an introduction, how PHP is very good, hypertext preprocessor, how it's very necessary for us to learn PHP as well. So we get to the syntax. What is the syntax? Make sure you have the text editor on your computer. For me, I use my text editor as a Visual Studio Code. So you can use Visual Studio Code, Notepad++, Notepad Flat, Dreamweaver, to literally use them for doing it. So PHP syntax, our PHP syntax is here. The PHP script starts with this, that less than sign question mark and PHP, and ends with the question mark greater than sign. So that is our PHP syntax. So we have to get started by writing some codes, but still before we get there, we create a folder. You just get your file explorer. You can see mine on the taskbar here, and then click and get to my computer. Okay, so when you get to my computer, get to C, go to Xampp, then go to htdocs, and then it's this area where we are going to create a folder, and this folder I'm going to call it new. Okay, learn underscore PHP, learn PHP underscore new. Learn PHP underscore new. So this is what we're going to use. This is our folder. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open my text editor down here. I'm opening my text editor. And this is my text editor. This is my text text editor. Wow, I've been doing a lot of stuff. So my text editor. Then I'm going to drag, I can minimize this. I'm going to drag this folder in my text editor. Okay. So I've dragged the folder and dropped it in my text editor. You're able to see the folder is here. Okay. My folder is here, PHP learn underscore PHP underscore new. So we are going to first write a hello world in our the first line of code that we're going to write in PHP. So what we're going to do is we get here. We are going to create inside here. You can right click and go to new file, and possibly we can say, okay, this is my first. You can say one underscore, call it test. Okay, dot. You have to add that extension .php. .php. Then press enter key on the keyboard. You have this. So for us to write something here, I hope we are able to see. I don't know whether they're together. For us to write something here, we have to get to less than sign, question mark, okay, PHP. You remember, I told you that we can only write something here with this kind of thing, okay? Question, and I mean, less than sign, question mark, PHP, our syntax, okay? So I have to save this. Now, that's Control plus S on the keyboard. So if I get back to my folder here, I'll find this file here as one underscore dot PHP. You see, it is a PHP file. Okay, you see, our source shows that it is a PHP what? File. So I expect that you can all do and reach here. Can we all do and reach here? Why am I putting it like this? Why am I putting it like this? Here we are. One, this is how I organize my codes. My first one is one underscore test dot PHP. So now I have to come to my Xampp and start it. Okay, I have to start my Xampp, click my Xampp, my Apache, and then start my SQL. So I'll run it. So for mine is a little bit, okay. I'm going to use this because I have some of my ports were conflicting, so I had to assign it to another port. So this is it. And run this. My PHP admin should be able to run. Okay. So this is too much. Okay. So you'll have something like this. So here I'm going to put there learn. You place a folder name here. The folder you created here as PHP underscore, learn that underscore PHP underscore new, it is what you place here. So you come here, you are trying to run that folder, you are calling that folder PHP. We call the folder in the browser here, new, okay, slash, what is our file name inside the folder? It's called one underscore test. So you come here, you say one underscore test dot PHP. Okay. So once you run this, you realize that the page has nothing because literally we have not wrote anything in this. So for us to be able to print something in this page, in PHP, we use what we call echo. Okay, we use echo. So I say echo, you can say echo, so echo, All right, so you echo. After echoing, what you echo, you put it in double quotes. For example, echo, my name is Robert. Oh, I just love my name. My name is Robert Wamusi. Wamusi, okay? So I terminate here. Ensure that you terminate it with the same what? The same column. So save. Come to the browser and refresh and see. You see? Very beautiful. Very beautiful. So you see, my name is Robert because I've echoed for you to write anything in a browser. Without this server, I cannot execute anything, cannot write here. It can't reach here. Okay, it can't reach here whatsoever. Okay, so it is my name is Robert. Sometimes you may not put this. Okay, it may be just like this. When it runs, for example, I have something like this. You see, it will take me to the parent directory. The parent directory is the folder name. So what is the folder is this. When I click on it, I'll get there. Very beautiful. See? Very, very beautiful. So you see, once you do this and there's a success, you're always like, wow, this is nice. This is good. This is nice. So now there's something called, this is what writing your first line of code, of course, in PHP. Your first line of code in PHP. Sometimes you can even write as many as you want. I can duplicate this, okay? And just save and try to check. Just save. Very beautiful, but it's very funny. So what happens is sometimes when you have something like this, you want to write very many lines of codes, and when it comes as one line. So for you to break that, you remember in your HTML you're using break. Huh? So we echo, we put quotes, break. So you terminate at the end. You copy this, come here, and place it there, and then save. Come and refresh and see what happens. It must break it. Very, very beautiful. Very beautiful. So you see, if you can do this, by the end of the day, we'll move on very well. This is yet the beginning of PHP. I know you like it. And then the other thing is we're going to look at, that is our first line of code. So the second one, let's look at comments. Our to underscore comment. How do you comment in PHP? .php. Now, okay, this one is two. So I do like this so that my codes are well organized. My codes are well organized. Okay. Someone can unmute, mute. So this is it. I do it like this so that my codes are well organized. So I write my syntax. For example, I write my syntax, PHP. And then if I want to write something in a comment, for example, now I have to come to my browser. I come to my browser here, and then you know the first one. Oh, all right. The first one is here is one underscore. So, well, I can do this and run. I have comment here. Okay, so I click on comment. It has nothing really. We have not wrote any line of code inside here. So literally there's nothing. So if I say echo, okay. If I say echo, what am I echoing? Okay, supposing I say I love coding. Echo, I love coding. And then say save. All right, so when I run this, wow, very, very, very beautiful. You see, I love coding. So the same is you comment helps us ensure that someone is able to understand your line of code. If number your codes, okay, someone can understand your codes, you know, and it's very necessary for one to understand your codes. So what happens here? How to comment in PHP? I can comment using // and say this line of code explains love for PHP, and then save. Okay, so once I save, you see it is in green. It will not affect your codes. If I come here and run, it will not affect my code. It will not affect my code at all. My code will be very safe. That's how you comment. Okay, you can comment like this. Sometimes if you are commenting a block of codes, like I have this, let me say I have this here. Say maybe my name is Okoth. Okay, Okoth, and then have this, I love coding, and then say I come from Pakwach. Okay, so this is it. So when I save and come and refresh this, I'll have this. Things will be confusing. So I get back and break. Echo break. You have echo break. Echo break. Echo break. Echo break. Okay. Please ensure you have to terminate these things at the end of it. Copy and then come and put it here. Also put it here so that it is separately saved, and then come and refresh. Okay. Wow. You see, this is how sometimes things can go berserk. So once you do something funny and doesn't understand, you have a puzzle error. So this is not HTML. HTML has nothing like this, you know. So you have to go back and see where exactly did you make a mistake. Yes, I didn't put semicolon here. See? And I did not put semicolon here. So you save, just kind of save and refresh. Okay, you see? Very beautiful, very, very beautiful. See? So you have to also learn how to debug. So you get change. So how do I comment a block of codes? For example, if I want to comment, I can comment the whole of this. I can comment the whole of this. I place here // star, and then place at the end star // okay, // star // then I save. Once I save, you realize that this code will not be read in the browser, and I only have that. So I can kill some codes if I don't want them to appear. For example, if I'm developing a website and I don't want visitors to see anything that I'm doing, I comment everything, then I just avail it when it is already ready. But behind the code, I'm doing something. You get it? Behind the code, I'm trying to do something. So it's very, very interesting, very super interesting. So it's good. This is how you can comment the what? This is how you can comment. This is how you can comment the block of codes. This is how you can comment the block. Another way of commenting, for example, if I have this, maybe echo, what am I echoing? I am from Uganda. Then terminate. I am from Uganda. If we run this, you realize that this will come. Okay. I am from Uganda, but I can come and comment and say, no, this can be commented. If I comment with the // and save, it will not come. So So I think we understand there are three ways of commenting in PHP. You can comment a block of code like this, or you can comment a line of code like a double forward slash or something like this, like the way we did in the beginning. Or you can use even hash. Hash can also be used for commenting a line of code. You can use hash to just comment it at the line of code. So we have comments. So the next we are going to look at is, and it's the last one for today because we are looking at very many things, is variables. So how do you deal with a variable? So for example, you can right click here, go to new and say 3 underscore variable dot php. Okay, so here we are, and then I'll write my code php. Okay, my variable. Now variables is like you have a store, you know, if you have a store, you can store your millet in your store and only pick it, use it if you need it. You can store something in your, you can use your car if you want to use it. If you don't want to use it, you leave it in the garage. So we are going to create some variables here and say, okay, say every variable, when you are assigning a variable, you start with a $sign. So I say, okay, variable name, okay, my name. So when you are storing a variable which is alphabet should be in double quotes. My name is Wamusi. Then terminate. Okay. My nationality. Let me try nationality. Nationality is I'm a Ugandan. Double quotes. I'm a Ugandan. Okay. Maybe age. So with age, its data type is a number, so you don't need to put it into quotes. So you can say, okay, I'm 28. So now once I save this and then I come to the browser, this is, you're just storing your things. You're just what? You're just storing your things. Okay. And nothing will be displayed in the browser. Just keeping your information, but nothing will be displayed in your browser until you tell, because you cannot use a car unless you have gone into the car and drive it away. You can't use it. So it is, you are keeping it in the garage. So if you want to use it, you go and pick it and drive away. So I need to use this. If I want to use them, then I get back here and say, okay, now I will need to use the echo and then put quotes like this and say, my name is, you put curly brackets. Okay, you put curly brackets and put in quotes and then put this here. Copy it the way it is, and put it here. Okay, my name is this. My name is this. I'm a Ugandan. So I put this also. Sorry, I put this. I'm a Ugandan. So you copy this and put here. Okay. I'm a Ugandan. Aged. Okay. Put this. Aged. Copy this and put it here. Aged. Oh, aged 20 years old. Okay, a Ugandan. This should go away. A Ugandan aged 8 years old. Put these quotes and terminate. Okay, so here it is going to try to print for us this. You are calling those variables to be able to work. Okay? So you come here and try to refresh and see. Wow, you see? You have some good Chinese here, and you get back and say, oh, why did it happen that way? And I did it purposely. Please remove these quotes, because I know most of you will put these quotes. Those of you who are trying, you remove these quotes and leave it like that. Then try to run. Save. Control S. Come back and refresh. You see? Beautiful. Beautiful. My name is Wamusi. So you only use a variable when you need it. If you don't need it, you don't use it. You're able to see this? My name is this. I'm picking it, and I'm a that. That's how you use the variables. So you only use the variable when you need it. So test hello world, how to write a code comment, and then the variables. If you can pick from here how to install Xampp, how to install Xampp on your machine, how to navigate through up to this stage, you'll be a good candidate towards the development of the websites. So we are still developing our source, and the next class will be on Saturday, same time. So we'll have short classes so that you'll be able to understand what exactly we're talking about. So this is it. Make sure you write something in your browser, and this video is recorded. I will share the recording so that you can be able to follow if you came late. Thank you for listening. Have a good night.
Thank you.